WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany, tasting rare and exotic whiskeys. Today I'm the third and the final of the four. The cognac is not out yet, so I'm going to have the third of the editions here. This is the Monbazillac Cask, 12 years old, 46%. 80 euros. I've already done the Rivesaltes, which I will now dispose of, and I'm going to compare it to the Sultan. Why am I going to compare it to the Sultan? Because Monbazillac wines are broadly similar to Sultan, but a difference is that Monbazillac often has a significant higher proportion of muscadelle in the blend, which can lead to a slightly different aromas. While Monbazillac in former times could be a simpler semi-sweet wine, the style in more recent years has been that of a fully Bortonized wine since 1993. No mechanical harvesting is allowed, and harvesting is in several tiers is required. The noble rot is what that is talking about. Same thing that we have here with our Sultan. So I thought it was very, very apt to just compare the two. Both 46%, both non-chilled filtered, both no color added, both 48%. If you go to the website from Tomatin and you actually just type in French, you'll actually be taken fairly quickly to their French Cask series, and you will be able to watch for each and every one of these a nice little video about the region where this came from in France, as well as what this officially should do to the whiskeys. So I must admit that I have never had a Sultan, nor have I had here our Monbazillac wines. So sorry, I am not the wine connoisseur that I am with the whiskey connoisseur, not yet. And what did I wanted to say? I wanted to say, oh yeah, I Googled, or I went to Whiskybase and typed in Monbazillac, and to see how many different whiskeys actually have this cask style. There were not many. Oh, by the way, Whiskybase number 182537. And if I type this in here, I have something from Germany, which is called a Pfälzer Leidenschaft. That's a Palatine passion for peated Highland meets Monbazillac. And there's also from the Celtic Connection, which is a French company that did their own whiskey, wines, and more, which actually did this, and the Tomatin. That's it. So this is a type of cask which has been missed, overseen, or maybe even ignored. And the question is, rightfully so or wrongfully so? So on the nose, yep, and on the nose, all right, they are very similar. I do like this a little bit better, the Monbazillac. There's more of a sweetness in here. I really had to fight with my taste buds. What am I getting? I'm getting a little bit of a sweet honeyed with walnut and chocolate walnut. Let's start again. Walnut covered in chocolate with a honey type of filling. Yeah, that's what I'm getting here. Very, very nice. I like this a lot. I don't know if I would like it as much as I think I do, and if it's blind, but this is something that is somewhere I'm really, yeah, it's in my wheelhouse. This has a little bit of a more of an herbal quality to the honey. It is sweet. This seems to be sweeter. And this has a little bit more of the typical, for me at this moment, Sultan finish moment. All right, let's try them. I like. It has a very winey, from the wine, not crying and not sobbing, but rather for the wine, the winey little moment here. A little bit of sweetness, a lot of sweetness, and a tiny, tiny tad of acidity could be here. All right. I must admit, for all the Tomatin whiskeys, the 48%, in fact, the 46% have been excellently integrated. Alcohol burn, not even there. Very sweet. A little bit of like a natural maple syrup. Maple syrup. I was used to artificial maple syrup growing up Aunt Jemima and so on. Um, and that's very, very sweet and very intensive. Real maple syrup is less intensive. I didn't know that until I bought real maple syrup the first time over here. Vermont maple syrup, nice. And that has that moment and the walnuts added on. This is almost like a Christmas type of whiskey. I think this is absolutely great. I'm going to give this a B minus minus C plus plus in my book. This is a C, C plus, and I did not like the Rivzatal. That was not my cup of tea. Comparing it very briefly here to Sultan. More of a honey, more of a marshmallow, more of a little bit of a ricola herbal note. Much sweeter, much nuttier. Wow, well done. Both of these actually are not bad. I do like this a tiny little bit more, but I am warming up to the Sultan every time, tad bit. Add a tiny, tiny little bit more here. Why? I'm going to do a blind tasting in a moment, so this will be very, very interesting to see what I really think when they're blind compared to each other. For some reason, I have the feeling that there's a tiny little bit more wood influence here than over here. This is more of a sweetness with a herbal moment. And here we have, what does it say here? I already read it. Dark maple syrup, intense espresso, balanced with cinnamon baked apples. Maybe that's it. So, well done, well done, well done. Value for money, I still don't know if this is really worth the 80 euros. I'm going to give it a C. Why? Because there is basically nothing else in the market that has this taste. The uniqueness is off the chart. Well done. Sultan, you can get, a lot of people are doing Sultans, but no one, at least I am not aware of, help me if you do know someone else, has done any Monbazillac casks. Very, very good. The French collection has not been as much of a disappointment as I originally thought it was going to be, because I originally compared it a little bit more to the Glenallachie. What I'm now going to do is I'm going to pull out 6 blue glasses and I'm going to compare these 3 bottlings with the 3 bottlings that I did with the Glenallachie blind, and let's see what happens if I can first rank them and second identify some of them. And will my ranking change when it's blind? That is the question of the day. WhiskyJason is going to be building the set. Okay, now part 2. What I have here, I have in my blind glasses here, they're labeled at the bottom DEF. I have the following. I have the Tomatin 12-year-old Rivesalz. I have here somewhere our 12-year-old Monbazillac. I'm probably butchering the names here. And I have the 12-year-old Zaltan. So, all from 2008. I'm going to mix them up because I'm a person that can be very easily confused, especially when I talk and when I'm doing this together. So I have no idea what could be. And, all right, that's enough. Good, let's see if I can do it just by smell, first of all, if I get these right. Very, very winey. But is it really the Zaltan? And the second one. The first thing that popped to mind was white grape juice with marshmallows. So that should be my Zaltan. And this, do I get the sulfur? A little bit, but not much. Okay, that must be or should be my Rivestal. Am I certain that this is my... Oh, now I'm getting sulfur here. Interesting, interesting. Blind tasting makes you humble, people. Nope, not getting my sulfur here. I'm getting my sulfur here. All right, so that means this should be my Risital. This could be my Zaltan. And this is a little bit more of a fruitiness. So this should be then, according to my list, my D. It is the D. Chaka. This, if it's my Zaltan, should be the E. And it is the F. Oh, and this is my Zaltan, which is the E. All right, so mix them up again, and I'll try them, and I'll taste them and see if I can actually do this. I have no idea why people find this interesting to watch me make a fool of myself with my blind tastings. But hey, it's enjoyable for me. So try not to smell, just try to taste. Hopefully the smell will not give it away too much. Cheers. Mm-hmm. I get a sulfury tingling on the tongue. Must be the Rivesal. All right. What a shame. All right, let's go for the other two here. Which one is the Zaltan? Which one is then the Monbazillac? Oh, not a lot of smell. Shame on me. Very sweet. A little bit of a bitterness towards the end. A lot of bitterness towards the end. Ooh, I did not like that. Did that. Okay. That could be my F. And last but not least, this is a quick shooter, okay? I'm just very, very quickly doing this. No in-depth analysis, just first impressions. Also a little bit of prickly, a little bit tickling on the mouth, a little bit of that sulfur moment. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to go back to the first one and take a look at that. I'm totally lost at this moment. Just for your personal information, as well as mine, I took a one-day break in between the filming of my the third video of this series, and I did that in German. I did it in English, and then I did the tasting with the 3 and the 6 in German, and I cut. And next day, I'm here, I'm tasting, and I'm struggling. To get these things in the right order. I have to go back to here. Also here I get my sweetie good moment. Okay. This is going to be here my... What is it going to be? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Let's take a look here. I get this sulfur more here in the nose. I'm helping with my nose now. This has to be mine Rivestal. D, yay. This has to be my Zaltern, which would be E. Yay. And this is my F, and this is here my... Good, got that right. With some help from my nose. Now it's going to get very complicated. Why? Because I have a total of 6 glasses in front of me. Bam. Because I added now the 13-year-old Rioja. I added here from also Glenallachie the 11-year-old Grata Mocha. And I added the 12-year-old here from the Glenallachie Zaltern. These all run around 60 euros. The Tomatins run around 80 euros. Let's see if they are actually worth their money. All right, so we need to start mixing things around here, getting some type of confusion going on. So I literally have no idea what could be what in any way, form, or shape. So 6 glasses, 3 Tomatins, 3 Glenallachies, 6 wine finishes, 2 actually Zaltern. I'm just going to nose them, put them in the order, and then taste them, and then reveal. I am not going to try to guess them correctly. If I get them right, wow. But I don't even expect that. I had my trouble with the 3, let alone with all 6 here. All right, so the first one. Oh, nice. Oh, this is going to go way up front. I get some nice sugar brown goodness. Fruitiness. Also nice. Going up towards the front as well. Wow. Also very good. Also some brown sugar fruitiness. Nice. What am I doing? Where are the bad ones? Oh, okay. We're getting something I don't like. We're getting something which I like even less. And we're getting something I like. All right. So first of all, we have 2 that I don't like, and it's mainly due to sulfur. So let's try these 2 first. This is not sulfur. This is sulfur. This must be the Rivzetals. Zaltern. I did not learn the colors. So, Rivzetals. I'm going to guess that must be then the D. And it is. So, very easy to guess for me. All right. Not a good product, in my personal opinion, unfortunately, compared to the others. So going here for this one, this is a little weird. I think it must be, I think it's the Tomatin. It has a little bit of that, that acidy, milk acidy moment. So in comparison, nice, nice, very nice. So these I'm going to put in that order. So this is something which is weird. What is it? It can't be a Zaltern. I liked all the Zalterns. Is it the Tomatin? That would be here. The Monbazillac. Don't like. I'm going to guess this is going to be the F. So let's see here. Yeah, interesting, interesting. All right, so we have 2 Tomatins towards the end. I'm sorry. So, hey, I have at least 3 Glenallachies in the top 4. Yay. So these 4 were unique, good. I can recommend at least all 4 of these in the nose. Whatever they are, I like. I'm going to pick this one out because this nose reminds me of something. It reminds me of red wine. This has a nose of red berries. Let's try it. I like the nose. But I really don't like the palate. So I'm going to say it's over oaked and it's a Rioja cask. C. Yeah. All right. So we have our losers of these three. On position number 4, we have the Rioja. Position number 5, we have the Monbazillac. And position number 6, at least according to my personal opinion, we have the Rivazals. So I'm going to get rid of these. So I have a little bit of room on my table here to concentrate on the top 3 here. So, all right, the top 3. 2 Zaltans. Apparently, I like Zaltans, and there is the what is it? The 11-year-old Gratamacho. The Gratamacho actually won in my German. Let's see if it's better than both of those Zaltans here, and let's see if I can finally figure out which one is even a Zaltan then. All right, so interesting. Sweet, nice. Also very interesting. I don't know. This is a unique thing. I said interesting twice here, so. Okay. I'm actually going to put the number 3 towards the bottom now at this moment. Cheers. There definitely is more wood influence here than I like. So this is going to move down a tiny little bit. There's a sweetness. There's that marshmallow moment. I think it's a Zaltan, but which of the 2 it is, I cannot say at this moment. All right, good. Let's move on to the next one. Very similar in taste. I like this much better. This has too much of a woody moment. This does not. Really good. I like this. Is going to be difficult to beat. So let's see what the last one is here. These 3, total recommend. Oh yeah. It's got a special little something here. There's a little bit of a transition here that I really like. The alcohol is there, but not overpowering. It's got a candy cane, what is it here? Candy floss. Wow, I know the British word, but I don't know the American word. That's really interesting here. Cotton candy moment. I've been in Europe too long when I know the British word instead of the American word. All right. So I'm going to say both of these are Zaltan, and this is our Gratamacho. This is going to be the Glenallachie. It is a B, and it is a... Exactly, that's the Glenallachie Zaltan. Got it right. So if you're going to go for a Zaltan, I would actually recommend going to the Tomatin. That one is better in my personal opinion. Let's see here. This should be then the E. Very good. This should be the Tomatin here from Zaltan. Very good. So Zaltan from Tomatin is better than from Glenallachie in my personal opinion, and both times. And that's really, really fascinating, as well as Not Blind and my videos, this one won. This, the Gratamacho wine cask finished 11 years old, is a fantastic, absolute, fabulous, fantastic, incredible, wonderful, yummy, delicious whiskey. This is something I might have to put in a blind tasting someplace else with some people and go, hey, what is this? Because it's got that special something in there. Well done, Billy Walker. Well done here in that thing. Hey, I got him right. Look at there. Looky there. I'm getting better with the second round here. Don't forget I did it in German first, and a day later I did it in English here. All right, so very, very good. So who would have thought? I like Zaltan. but I like the Glenallachie Gratamacho even better. The 11-year-old is somehow actually better than the 12 or 13-year-old. All the best, Whiskey Jason here, whiskey for the viewpoint of an American in Germany, over here in Europe, tasting rare and exotic bottles. Both of these series were limited to 6,000 bottles each. 700 milliliters, so they did not probably make it to the States, maybe, who knows. And it was my privilege to do this blind tasting with you and to actually show you then hear the results. Let's get rid of this real quick so we can visualize the results real quick. All right, so the winner without any big contesting moment would be the Gratamacho. Number 2 was Zaltan. I'm going to build a little wall here. Number 3 was, was my Sultan here from Glenallachie. Number 4 was my Glenallachie here with the Rioja. Number 5 was here my Monbazillac. And last but not least, my table will barely hold that, is here our Rivesalz here. Okay, good. We got them all on the camera. Whiskey Jason, all the best. This is my contest order. All the best trying to find these if you want. Buy these. These are good. Bye-bye.